Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into a really captivating historical puzzle, Thunderbird County. Imagine this place, right? Once vibrant, then just gone, abandoned. And now it's poised for this dramatic comeback. But it's not starting fresh. There are these shadows hanging over it. Deep-seated dangers.
Yeah, and our source for this deep dive is fascinating. It's called Thunderbird County's Gold Rush, A Reckoning Returns. And our mission really is to try and understand that delicate balance. When a
Yeah.
community tries to rebuild from ruin, especially when something powerful like gold is pulling people back, but the old threats are still very much there.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Thunderbird County, say a year before August 1890. What was it like? The Chronicle says, silent, overgrown, even blood-stained, ravaged by famine, sickness, and fear.
Exactly. The law had just, vanished. People fled, and the ones who stayed, described as stubborn, too twisted, or too dangerous.
Basically, anarchy had set in. It wasn't just empty, it was wild.
Completely wild. A vacuum. But then came the game changer. Gold. Gleaming and untouched. Found way out in the western hills. And importantly, it specifies gold, not silver or copper.
Gold. Okay. And that changes everything.
Everything. The news just spread like wildfire, and it pulled back this incredibly diverse crowd. You've got settlers, opportunists, families looking for a fresh start, fortune seekers, everyone.
Right. And the first real, tangible sign of this return that happened on Saturday, August 23rd, 1890.
That's the date. The first wave of citizens arrived by train, pulled right into the Benedict Point train station.
Which had been, boarded up. Just sitting there empty.
Yeah, totally boarded up for ages. Imagine the sound of that train whistle cutting through the silence. It's powerful.
Definitely. And who's there to meet them?
This pivotal figure, Head Marshal Chester Masterson, Gramps Masterson. The text calls him a living relic because somehow he'd held on to the last flickering flame of law through all the darkness.
So he's the thread connecting the past and this potential future.
Exactly. He's there welcoming them back, sure. But he's also got this grim job of reminding them, hey, this land, it's still dangerous, gold or no gold.
Which brings us to the core question, I suppose. Can one man really bring back order?
Well, that's what sets up the next big moment. Just a week later, Saturday, August 30th, there's going to be a countywide assembly in the old meeting hall.
Okay, and who's going to be at this assembly?
Everyone, basically. Settlers, ranchers, miners, what's left of the lawmen, even, get this, outlaws who are supposedly trying to go straight.
Wow. Okay, that sounds like a volatile mix. What are they trying to decide?
The big stuff, the future law, how to divide up the land, what rules everyone has to live by for this fragile rebirth to actually work.
But those dangers you mentioned earlier, they haven't just disappeared because people are coming back, right?
Not at all. The source is very clear on this. It pulls no punches. It warns, specifically, bandits still rule the roads. You've got the Murphy brood haunting the hills. The Lemoyne raiders are watching the borders, probably armed to the teeth, night folk lurking in the swamps. And the Skinner brothers, it says, smell fresh blood. Basically, every corner of the county still has its own brand of terror.
So you have bandits, raiders, these night folk, Skinners. It's layered threats. Which really makes you wonder why. Why risk all that to come back?
Well, the Chronicle suggests it's fundamental. People are coming back to rebuild, to stake a claim, to survive. The gold isn't just about wealth, it's the spark. It forces this confrontation between the hope of rebuilding and the deep-rooted chaos that's already there. It's not a clean slate at all.
So the future really hangs in the balance. It could become this beacon of civilization or just fall right back into chaos and bloodshed.
Yeah.
And it all depends on the choices made, right then, in those next few weeks.
Precisely. And that's the deeper meaning here, I think. It's not just a story about gold. It's about that constant human drive for a second chance and just how complex it is to build or maybe rebuild order in a place that's known chaos.
Right. Which brings us back to you, listening. What does this all mean for you? Seriously, think about it. If you were in that old meeting hall on August 30th, part of that first assembly, what core values, what essential rules would you fight for to give Thunderbird County its best shot? What would be non-negotiable for you?